All over social media, we're always seeing people ask specific questions about Cedar Point, specifically about days and times that might be busy or less busy and what weather's like and stuff. So we figured that we would do a video that would be all-encompassing and help you with your Cedar Point trip. So these are the top 5 tools that you need before you think about going to Cedar Point. The first one is a website called QTimes. It's very important that you go. They don't have an app, I don't think. It's just a website. So even if you're on your phone or on your laptop or desktop or anything, you want to go to the actual site, QTimes.com. You go to this site. Pretty much they have not every amusement park in the world, but
they have a lot.
They have all the major ones.
Pretty much every Cedar Fair park.
Yes.
Every Six Flags park.
Yep. If it's a major park around the country,
they'll most likely
and around the world, they'll have it. And they're broken down. It's nice and easy to find. You can either search for a specific park or you can look for a park within like a parent company like Cedar Fair, Six Flags, like you said. So when you go to this site, the reason that it's so powerful is because a lot of times you might just be sitting home thinking about going to a park and you want to check the wait times. And you're like, okay, is it busy today? Let me check the wait times. Oh, look, Millennium Force has a 3-hour wait. I'm not going to go today.
No.
Or Millennium Force, it just says open, it's a walk-on. Usually you have to be in the park to use the Cedar Point app for their wait times.
Yeah.
You don't get to just use it wherever you are. Here you get to use it wherever you are, and it's nice and easy. So you can check wait times, and you can also check, and then this is what's really powerful with this website, you can check crowd calendars, crowd forecasts. So what they do is they go by date and they kind of pull data off of previous years and see, okay, in previous years, this was busy, this wasn't busy, and they try to project. We've used it for quite a few parks. We've used it for Universal, we've used it for Busch Gardens and SeaWorld and stuff. And I mean, it's not going to be completely accurate. Nothing that you do can be completely accurate and 100% foolproof. But it'll give you a good idea, right?
Yeah, it's definitely usually, it's pretty accurate.
So this site, and then if you look at the calendar here and you see like 10 to 20, a lot of people don't know what those numbers mean. Those are times, except they're military times. So 10 is the 10 a.m. and the 20 is military time for 8 p.m. So if you're looking at the calendar, you get the time that they're open, and they have the scale of green all the way to, it's like a gradient all the way up to red and everywhere in between. And so it's a great way. If you're thinking about a specific date, look on there and see what the crowds are supposed to be like. That can help you. Maybe one week it's all red during the week and the next week it's all green, and you can choose a different week and maybe it'll help you out. Yes. Hopefully it does. So that's one tool you definitely need if you're going to go to Cedar Point. Another tool is a travel app. Now, everyone uses different travel apps. I tend to use Expedia.com. I like Expedia because I like the easy to use interface. I think the rewards points are very good and very generous, and you get a lot of money off of future travel. I also like they have a feature where you can filter hotels through like distance to a park, a landmark. So if you're staying at Cedar Point, it'll show
how many miles a hotel is from Cedar Point, which is very nice.
So what's another tool? Now, just a little note, these aren't like a top 5. There's going to be 5 tools that you need in order to go to Cedar Point. These aren't in any specific order. They're just kind of thrown in there.
Yes.
All important, and we think all possibly equally important. Maybe.
So the next tool is the Cedar Point app. Now, a lot of people don't know that Cedar Point actually has their own app, and it is very helpful when you want to have a list of all the rides that they have at Cedar Point, the height requirements for those rides, a park map. You can print your tickets on there. It is very helpful. So the next tool you need for your next trip to Cedar Point is AccuWeather. Now, it doesn't matter how busy a park is if there's just a tornado ripping through the park, destroying everything. That's not good.
That'll ruin your day.
Yeah, I think it will. So, AccuWeather is just like any other weather app, but it tells you the weather in a month.
It gives you a month. It goes out at like a month ahead of time. Now, you might say, now, weather isn't always accurate, even like 2 days beforehand. So, yeah, it's not going to be perfect. But we've checked on many of our trips. We've checked AccuWeather, and it at least gives you, if there's rain that week, like you might know, hey, there's a chance that that rain might move from Tuesday to Wednesday or something. So you know that there's a chance. And it'll give you an idea of temperature. Hey, it's supposed to be in the 50s or 60s, or it's supposed to be in the 80s. It'll give you some sort of idea that will be very, very helpful for you planning your trip. And finally, the last tool that you need, and possibly the most important, because it doesn't matter what's going on at the park or what the weather is if you don't know how to get there. Waze. Waze. Now, that might seem like an obvious one to some people because so many people use Waze, but we've checked with Google Maps, and the time is like a half an hour more, like to different places we're going, different parks and stuff, and different cities that we're going. And Waze can get you there like a lot quicker for some reason.
Who knows why, but for some reason it says like you said, sometimes we'll be going on a trip and Waze will say it'll take 7 hours and Google Maps will say it'll take 7.5. I don't know why.
So we don't know what the deal is. And then also, if you're on your way to Cedar Point, Waze lets you know if there's police up ahead, just in case you're trying to test out your top thrill dragster skills on the freeway on the way to Cedar Point.
Don't do that.
Well, yeah, we don't recommend doing that. That's a no-no. But in case you do that, you'll say police ahead, and then you can slam on those brakes. You can hit those trims, and then you're all good. And then no tickets on the way to Cedar Point. And so that's about it. This video was just basically the tools that you need. We see so many people that I think would be helped by this. So if you were helped by this, help us.
Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and we will see you in the next video.
Peace.